AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From way up at the 23. And they'll begin by running the option. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Demarcus Robinson, 28 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, pretty... Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Lawrence will throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now the try here for the point after. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down, here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Jackson running again. Evades him at the 20. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Dobbins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. But they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless, really.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, Field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On second down, it's Drake, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Ravens have got it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down, Jackson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded right around the 8. A late, now a hit, and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down, Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. ETN up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second and 10, Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, Lawrence. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, aren't we?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. A handoff for Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. Well, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run right on the option. And he's got some space here. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Now an option play on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. The point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it at the 15, a short kick. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson going to let one fly for Robinson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
now here is another interception. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always